Welcome to lesson 15.2, limits graphically. Remember, what is a limit? A limit is a y value a function approaches from both the left and the right side of a given x value. Very important to understand both from left and right, okay? A more complicated definition, which you will probably learn in calculus, is given a function f, the limit of f of x as x approaches c is a real number r if f of x can be made arbitrarily close to r by taking a sufficiently close to c but not equal to c. If the limit exists and is a real number, then the common notation is the limit as x approaches c of f of x equals r. That is a very complicated definition we don't have to worry about at the moment, but that is the definition of a limit. Let's take a look at asking the same piece of information on 5 different graphs and see how it can all be different. Okay, so let's focus on our graphs now. So first thing we want to do is we want to find f of negative 3 for all these. That means when x is negative 3, what is y? In the first one, we see it's 4. In our second one, we see that there's no value at negative 3 because it's an open circle. In our fourth one, we equal 1. In our fourth one, let's see, negative 3 will give us 1 again. And then in our last one, we get 2. Okay, so we can see that 4 of the 5 of these do have a value at x equals negative 3. But now we're looking at something a little bit different, which is the limit as it approaches negative 3, meaning it must approach the same thing from both sides. So let's think. Here from the left, it approaches 4, and from the right. So here we can say the limit is 4. Now the second one, we approach 4 again from both sides. Now, although it's an open circle, remember, a limit just has to get really, really close to it. It doesn't have to be that value, so we still get a 4. Even in the next one, you can see as it approaches from the left, it gets close to 4, and as it approaches from the right, it gets close to 4. So again, we have 4. But now take a look at our next one. When we come from the left, we see it approaches 4, but when we come from the right, it approaches 1, which is a different value. So there is no limit. Okay, it does not exist in this problem. And the same thing for the last one. As we approach from the left, we get to 4. From the right, we get to 1. It doesn't matter about that value in there. It doesn't approach the same thing, so again, does not exist.